Today we're going to look at how to deal with broken bolts. So we're working on a Tesla motor that was in a '89 Porsche 911, and we're relocating the motor for some better axle angles. But when we took out the motor mounts, a number of the bolts sheared. Now it turns out the builder of the original builder of this car thought red Loctite should be used by the bucket, and so of course it held the part of the bolt that was in the motor very well. And when we put an impact gun on it, it just turned the top part and sheared the bolt. So today we're going to talk about how to take them out. All right, so these bolts, they literally had Loctite, red Loctite, all the way up to here. When the bolts came out, it was just chunks of red that came out. And this is what happened. It sheared off right like this. And there's no way to have known or done anything about this. You can see how much red Loctite's still on this. So really what you want to be able to do is put a nut over this. Now, we were lucky that there's enough thread showing. So I actually found a nut that fits perfectly and is even gonna thread on. So it might take a second with these broken threads, but we should be able to get this. Now that we have those threads on, we're just gonna put a little bit of weld right in here. So I'm just gonna run a tap in to this hole, throw a bolt in that for me to put the welding ground to. That should make the current path pretty short, shouldn't interfere with anything. And by running the tap through it, I'll have nice clean threads and a good metal contact. All right, ready to weld. All right, 9 times out of 10, that'll work, but there's a lot of red Loctite in there. So I'd hope the heat just from the weld would melt the Loctite, but it obviously didn't. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill the bolt to get more weld penetration into that. And then I'm also gonna heat the area where the bolt goes to try to melt that red Loctite, and we'll give it another go. And there we go. One very hot bolt with an infinite amount of Loctite. That one's done. One more to go.